Now, students, we come to the animated version of our next topic, that is inertia and mass. What we are going to study over here, how are inertia and mass related? Let us start with the content. See, what you will know is, for knowing inertia, we are supposed to know the first law of motion, which we already know, that an object at rest stays at rest and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. So, we know, after defining Newton's first law of motion, after stating it, we have said this is nothing but inertia. So, for knowing inertia, we have seen this. What we should know is, suppose a football is rolling. It will prefer, suppose it is at rest, it will prefer staying at rest. If it is in motion, it will prefer staying in motion. This is nothing but property of inertia. If an object at rest prefers staying at rest, and an object in motion prefers staying in motion. We know this much. So, what is it? It is the natural tendency of an object to resist change in its state of motion. This is the precise definition of inertia. I have already told you, it comes from the word inert, that is inactive. So, first law of motion is also called as law of inertia. You can see all these objects, right? If they are at rest, all objects, should all objects have same inertia? No. An object's tendency is to resist change in the state of motion. That is inertia. Suppose we have two blocks. Now we are coming to inertia and mass. Suppose we have two blocks. One has more mass and another one has less mass. Suppose, say for example, we know that it is easier to push an empty box rather than pushing box full of books. Similarly, if we kick a football, it flies away. But a stone of same size of football, we will not be, if we kick it with same force, it will hardly move. As a matter of fact, our foot might get injured in doing so. We have seen activity also related to that 5 rupee coin and all that. So, what we must know, that we find that lesser force is required to perform few activities. A force that is just enough to cause a small cart to pick up a large velocity will produce a negligible change in the motion of the train. Right? Why? Because in comparison to cart, train has much lesser tendency to change its state of motion. Why? Because compared to cart, train has got more mass. So heavier or massive objects offer larger inertia. So what we must know is, which one would be easier to push? Obviously, the answer is this one would be easier to push. This has more mass, so more is the inertia. Heavier the object, the more is its tendency to resist. More the mass, more the inertia. This one is a large brick, this one is a tiny brick, same force is being given. This is easily pushed, this is not pushed easily. So what we must know, what is inertia? It is the tendency of an object to resist changes to its state of